Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. Thank you for having me. My name is Norhana binti Ahmad Zaimi and I'm going to be speaking to you about my final year project. My project is about segmentation of dendritic cells for cancer detection. Before going to further, for your information, this project was shortlisted for Innovate Malaysia 2016 Design Competition. The title of this project is proposed by Magna under Track Intel, and this project is for Design Challenge under Cancer Research Malaysia. For the next slide is about the knowledge of disease, or known as dendritic cell. Generally, disease are subtype of white blood cell, or known as WBC, from mixture of our blood cell and other particles. The main role of DC is basically acts as antigen-presenting cell. DC can be present whether in the tissue or blood in our body. The detection of DC in blood smear indicates that the patient has abnormality in the body, which means the abnormality in the body relates to the cancer cell in our body. For your information, cytometry is one of the current technology that is available. However, is very limited due to the high cost. Next is about literature review. In short, for this project, most of the previous research is about segmentation of white blood cells, and until now, there is no any research paper for segmentation for specific only for dendritic cells. So by looking at the characteristics, we know that there is red blood cell and white blood cell. As for the problem statement of this project, there are a few things need to be highlighted. First, disease only can be detected on the fourth day of sample analysis, where the characteristics have been matched enough to be identified. RBC and WBC normally in circle and ellipse shape, so the segmentation of cell in slide image left the irregular shape of the object, and the irregular shape of the object hardly defines what kind of cell it is. So, a good segmentation affects the output of disease identification. So, aim for this project is to remove all circular and ellipse objects which are WBC and RBC in digital slide image of blood smear. So, there are three objectives need to be achieved. First, to perform pre-processing on digital slide image of blood smear. Second one, to implement House transfer method for detecting circular and ellipse objects. And the last one, to remove of circular and ellipse object, and at the same time, maintain the irregular shape of the object. Okay. For the methodology, as you can see, there are two flowcharts there. First is the flowchart for the architecture of proposed method, and the second one is for flowchart of segmentation of dendritic cells. So the flowchart of segmentation of dendritic cells actually is same as the flowchart for architecture of proposed method. The difference is the image that display on the screen is basically the result that I get during I'm doing my project. So, when I get the input of the digital slide image, I will perform the pre-processing on that image, and then House transfer method I will implement to the image, so I can remove all circular and ellipse objects. On the next slide, this will show the sample image that I get from the online website, and this one it shows the dataset provided by Magna. So from this image, you can see clearly that there is disease from the area that have been highlighted. So, the expected result for this project, first, from the input image or original image that has been provided to me, then I will process the image into pre-processing technique, which involve black and white conversion and edge detection. After get the result, I will implement the house transform method, and then all the circular and ellipse object can be removed successfully. For my project personnel, to make sure that my project is successful, there are a few important people that I need to introduce. First is my supervisor, Dr. Shamsah Binti Mashuhor, my co-supervisor from Siti Mariam binti Syafiee, and I'm Norhana, will in charge for segmentation of dendritic cell, and Shafiqah will do projection and compactness, and for the last part, Fatin will do the white blood cell classification. So the project risk that I face during to perform my project, first I need to consider the materials. The materials I need to wait the dendritic cell to get matured, which I just mentioned just now. I need to wait until 4th day to DC to get matured. The second one, Magna provide us image with lower contrast, and the materials that give to us is very limited. Second is method. First, the project list that I get from the method is poor design. This is due to the I need to play around with the image to get the best result, and from the result I can choose what are the best methods that I can implement to that image. Second is poor standard. This is due to the noise that might be occur, and because the algorithm that we implement is not really good. And yes, overlapping still occur because self-boundary of the image is not really clear. Next is manpower. First is poor training. From the training, we only knew the basic knowledge when join the training, and so for extra knowledge, we need to work harder more, so we need to overwork. Since we just learned the basic coding in our previous class, so we have only limited knowledge about the coding. Next is about machine. So the hardware that we will use for this project is nanoboard. However, it has a bad maintenance due to there are some parts that are not quite okay to be tested. Second one is from the Magna image. This is due to the lack of contrast influence the accuracy of segmentation. So from this problem, it gives us difficult to perform parallelization process in order to detect dendritic cell. So the time is very limited because we need to finish in a short time, and at the same time, we are in bad management. So from this project risk, we need to consider how to overcome this project so that we can our product or our project can be implemented. So this is my Gantt chart. So after having discussion with my supervisor, this is the Gantt chart that I must or need to follow in order to make sure that my project is successful. So that's all for me. Thank you for watching.